You saw the title, I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, are we back? Is the MCU back? Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. We are back with another installment from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and our last one was Deadpool and Wolverine. Now that was really good, but it didn't really feel like it set up anything for the future. So, did Brave New World give us a brave new perspective as to what's coming next for the MCU? About to find out. Because with that being said, let's talk movie. And this week, well, you can kind of see it. Captain America, Brave New World. Sam Wilson has the mantle and shield of Captain America. He is our guy, our star-spangled man with a plan, Sam Wilson. Played by Anthony Mackie, and dude, it is about time that Anthony Mackie got a lead role. He's always been a part of films, especially within the MCU, but he's never had his own chance to shine, and Falcon and Winter Soldier helped show that. But here in Brave New World, you see it firsthand, and my God, what a phenomenal job he did at carrying that lead. You can tell that he's bound to do it. With Sam being Captain America, that leaves the mantle of Falcon left to Joaquin Torres, played by Danny Ramirez, who is kind of like the heart and soul of this film. And I think he did great. For his second time now in the MCU, Falcon and Winter Soldier being the first, the chemistry between the two of them was great. It gave me flashbacks thinking of not just Sam and Bucky, but Sam and Steve. The way they threw banter at each other was so reminiscent of days where, say, Captain America, Winter Soldier. Harrison Ford, man, taking the role after the unfortunate passing of William Hurt, you could tell that Harrison Ford wanted to have fun, and I think he did in this role. He also made hella bread, but we're not going to talk about that. Being the president of the United States is one thing, but also being part Hulk is another, and I think Harrison Ford did a decent job at both. Now, this wouldn't be an MCU movie without talking about cameos or Easter eggs or future setups and past callbacks. The callbacks will really sell you on this because you have those subtle references. Like the Captain America trilogy is probably my favorite trilogy in the MCU, and this film just added to that. Like, I enjoyed this one just about as much as I did those three. But that's not to say it doesn't have flaws. Off rip, you can tell that this film was reshot, and it was reshot a lot. Now, from what I heard, the original script wasn't even what they ended up with in the final product. I think they were still trying to use the elements of the unused script of Serpent Society that was supposed to be Captain America 3, but they didn't really mesh it with the newer prompts coming into this. Another one, and this is more so a film nitpick stylistic choice, there were too many cuts. If it's one thing I'm a sucker for, especially in action or superhero movies, it's long take fight scenes. I'm a sucker for the camera movement, the choreography, and putting it all together for one long take. Not too long, but long enough for you to get immersed in the experience. Like, yeah, kick his ass, Cap. And that's the other thing. Captain America is a character that's more of a brawler. If he doesn't have a shield, he's still got these hands that are rated E for everyone. And when you cut so much, for someone like me, it just hurts my brain and hurts my eyes as an editor and as a filmmaker and even just as a watcher. I don't know what's happening. I almost forgot to talk about another piece that kind of goes into Sam's heart and soul, and that's Isaiah Bradley. I wish there was more of Isaiah, but I understood why in terms of the story and what they were trying to set up for him and the future of this Captain America universe. The leader was interesting. I'm a little mixed still as to how I feel and how he looked. Then again, it's the MCU. You can't expect the comic to live action adaptations to be spot on. I mean, look what happened to Hawkeye. Am I sad that they changed the costume? A little bit. But it still looks cool. Sorry, Sam Wilson is like number 2 for me. Favorite heroes. Can you guess what number 1 is?
Are you out of your mind? Don't answer that.
Now with those reshoots came obvious cuts, more reshoots, and entire roles being cut. So one, for instance, was Seth frickin' Rollins. Not gonna lie, I was intrigued to see what he would do, but maybe we'll find it down the line. It's the MCU. Never say never. To put it simple, I like Captain America Brave New World, but I don't love it. The reasons I like it are more so within a nostalgia base. But there are things that I currently like, and that's how Sam Wilson is going to carry the story. Mind you, this whole story follows the quote-unquote rebuilding of the Avengers. That's what Thaddeus Ross wants out of Sam. But you have that turmoil, and even the points where Sam has these honest conversations that almost feel like he's listening to past MCU problems with Sam. Like, oh, maybe he should have taken the serum. Maybe he shouldn't have gotten the shield. Maybe it should have been Bucky. So it's the mix of old and new that has me liking Brave New World. And yes, there's no Marvel title screen. There's no big cameo, post-credit, after-credit. Honestly, I don't see a big problem with it. It might be a Brave New World as them kind of breaking the mold as to what we know as the MCU and starting things a little more on the fresher side. Whew. And then coming up, we got Fantastic Four and then the Thunderbolts. Man, this is going to be an exciting year for the MCU. If you're a fan of the MCU movies, go see this one. You're going to like it. You're not going to be like, no, it's just so bad. It's your typical Captain America political thriller that gets you to go to the movies. So go see it. Otherwise, it'll probably be on Disney Plus in like 2 months. Are you going to see Captain America Brave New World? Or did you see Captain America Brave New World? Let me know in the comments down below, as you can come back to this video, comment down below, and watch the rest of the videos here in the Sanctuary where we talk movie and we talk legends. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.